Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. A 500 internal server error is a generic error message indicating that something has gone wrong on the server side while handling a request. It doesn't provide specific details about the issue, making it challenging to diagnose. Below is a step-by-step guide to identify and fix a 500 internal server error, complete with code examples. Step 1. Check server logs. The first step in diagnosing a 500 internal server error is to check the server logs. The logs will often contain the specific error message that caused the problem. For Apache, check error.log. For Nginx, check error.log. Step 2. Check your code. If the logs indicate a problem in your code, you may need to review your scripts for any syntax errors or logical issues. Example, PHP. Fix. Step 3. File permissions. Improper file permissions can lead to a 500 internal server error. Ensure that your files have the correct permissions. For PHP files, typical permissions are 644. For directories, typical permissions are 755. You can set permissions using chmod. Step 4. .access issues. If you're using Apache, the .access file can often be the culprit. A misconfigured .access can lead to a 500 error. Example of a problematic .access. Fix. Step 5. Server configuration. If you have made changes to your server configuration, example httpd.conf for Apache or nginx.conf for Nginx, ensure that they are correct. Example of an incorrect server block in Nginx. Fix. Step 6. Check resource limits. Sometimes, the server may hit resource limits, like memory or CPU. Check your server's resource usage. Step 7. Debugging. If your application has debugging options, enable them to get more detailed error messages. For example, in PHP, you can enable error reporting. Step 8. Restart the server. After making changes, make sure to restart your web server for the changes to take effect. For Apache. For Nginx. Step 9. Review third-party services. If your application depends on third-party services, like databases or APIs, ensure they are operational. A failure in these services can lead to a 500 error. Conclusion. A 500 internal server error can be caused by a wide variety of issues, from code errors to server configuration problems. By following the above steps, you can systematically diagnose and fix the issue. Always ensure to back up your files and configurations before making changes, and consider setting up a staging environment for testing.